This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome everyone to the Sun Bowl, home field for the Utep Miners. As we'll see, the Groupers taking on a team from Conference USA, the Utep Miners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Groupers offense will take the first swing of the game. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need him.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
Now, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
The give on the counter. Makes it past the marker. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run the option. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Groupers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the middle. Got his man all by himself. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets all the way to the 48-yard line. The Groupers are marching down the field. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. The pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that is executed to perfection. And the Groupers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Quarterback on the keeper.
The hell? Oh my God! What the?
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Groupers.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
It bounced through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So Utep's offense taking the field for a chance we have to see them today. Sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David.
There he goes. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Miners have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Part of the backfield.
Jeez, what? What a tackle.
6-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Nelson. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, the defense knew coming into this game that this offense was going to try and throw it down the middle of the field, so they knew that they were going to have to break on passes but also be really physical, tackle the catch, and knock the ball away. They were able to do.
Open field on the right. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Miners have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Now adjusting. He'll try to do it himself. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
No.
That football must be riveted to the head.
Oh, yeah.
Let it go. At least they fell on it. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Here he goes, breaking the pocket.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as...
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. He's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to the 4. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to prove it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Rides the back on the option, the give. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To the ground with the back. Still on his feet at the 25.
Wide open, guys.
43 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy. To the ground. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They've swapped into the field and we're ready to go in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Here's the handoff. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to... first time tonight. He's got it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. The sure hands, it's Smith. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be in.
Oh, come on, dude. That's so dumb.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. They're setting up the screen. Quick, turning on the Jets. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers in green field out in front of him. Very explosive play on a running back screen.
The Miners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. It's a seam wide open. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Miners come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker, it's Davis. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Trying to find the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. Back to pass, it's Nelson. Touchdown, Utep! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
He'll pull it down and run. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. And the groupers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The groupers will snap it on first and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, second and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Motion from the wideout. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. And the groupers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. Makes his man miss. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass, it's Nelson. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They'll go to the ground. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I'd keep feeding this guy for sure.
He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
The number one key for this defense coming into this game was finding a way to stop this quarterback from running the football. And guys, they have not done a good job of that early in this game. He has been able to get out of the pocket, whether it's been design runs or scrambles like on what we just saw. The defense has got to start changing it up. They need to spy him more, I think, moving forward.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. With the catch, it's Smith. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Miners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. It's a draw. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Miners trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Utep!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The groupers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Corrals it at the 45. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground from the offense. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. It's Nelson. Looking deep down the right side. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Niners.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good half of football in a great town like El Paso. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at one of the most picturesque settings in the game, Sun Bowl Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the groupers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for a man. It's Nelson. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Turning it on. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge game down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
He wants to throw it again. They go to the wide receiver screen. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Utep. And the beatdown has ensued.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Coming out with it, it's Jeffrey. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give out of the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give on the option. There he goes. Past the sticks, and he may get more. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the tailback. And he's dragged down.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the 1st down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down and shoot. And I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And it slips just inside that right upright. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the 3rd. Wilson on the carry.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Nelson. Snags it over the middle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Designed runs, and also telling them on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now. This is a big key for us to win this game.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The Miners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. We've come to the break, and it's Utep holding the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Finds his big tight end. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run the option. And he ends up taking a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. The give from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with a dub.
And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And maybe they've tried to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. And the Miners are moving quickly down the field. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires on the move. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The Miners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Flushed out of the pocket. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Utep.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Leaves it with the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's Sheffield. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Miners have taken it inside the 20. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They are going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Rush is on him. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
The groupers come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield. They bring the punter onto the field now. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Back to throw, it's Nelson. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The Miners want to move quickly. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snatches it on the right. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. They get to the line quickly. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Forced out of the pocket. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And boy, is he close to that 1st down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. And the Miners with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking downfield on first down. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. A clutch throw and catch from the quarterback and the receiver in the end zone for the touchdown.
And I tell you what, you want to get pressure on the quarterback, but these situations, you drop so many guys back deep. But as a defender, you're not trying to catch the ball. You're trying to spike that thing as hard as you can into the ground. The defense has to do a better job, but the offense makes the big play, gets the huge Hail Mary.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team